Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rekak Wadash, double honors to the
He
apostles,
say, the
the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled Mountains and the Act of Commune. Lord will, you are edified. Video was inspired from the TikTok platform AMG Clipper for use. Also, Zaquan and Yash sent me this video.
I got booked for a photo shoot. They took me.
My bad. Lil Tony speaks on the horrible experience he has with some billionaire Asians where one of their faces literally turned into the devil right in front of him. The focal point for my lesson is the location. Okay, again, the location. And that location is a mountain.
All the way up this mountain. I was on top of the mountain. We finished the photo shoot. They have OD cars. They got a 3-seater McLaren. They got a Ferrari. And I'm asking them like, how y'all get all this money? How y'all do this? They like, we do demonic rituals. I'm laughing. I'm like, no, you don't, bro. I'm like, how?
So this is the act of commune. Okay, communion. Now this Asian billionaire is communing with Lil Tony. And commune goes into to be, or Salakia, to talk intimately with. Okay? Now, if you're being intimate with someone, okay, you're becoming familiar with that person. You're sharing your secrets. All right? So this is the act of commune. And the location is at a mountain.
How you get this money? Don't put me on. I'm trying to get like y'all. Like, nah, we do demonic rituals. I say, so what type of demonic ritual? He say, the Illuminati never talked to you. I'm laughing. I'm still laughing at him like, bro, you playing game. Like, why y'all playing with me? Stop playing. Like, how y'all getting this money? He like, bro, no, for real. Leonardo DiCaprio do all the initiation. I'm like, what? I'm like, who is that? What is you talking about, gang? He was like, he giving me a list of people who all did it. I'm gonna keep it PG-13. He was basically saying either you let them peg you or you do oral and you'll get whatever you want. Tell them what you want. If you want to be the next big actress, next big whoever, I can take you to somebody. And all you gotta let them do is just do what they want to do to you. Just for a night. Do some gay, basically do some gay. That's what he was telling me. I'm like, hell no, you playing, gang. You playing. So I'm still not trying to believe this. And he like, this when they get to laughing, they like, oh, we need to take him to the booty club. Man, stop playing with me, bro. He like, bro,
So again, this Asian billionaire is communing with Lil Tony, telling him secrets. Okay? Commune, to talk intimately with. And the location is at a mountain.
can make it happen. Now, while they doing all this, I'm trying to call my Uber. We on top of the mountain though. So I don't got no service. So I'm like, all right, I see which one needs to work on me. They take off. The people who booked me, they take off. Like I tell them, I'm like, all right, y'all can take me to y'all Korean barbecue. And I'm telling them this. Cause they was telling me, they was like, when I start calling my Uber, my flight was finna take off. So they was like, man, your flight finna take off anyway. Let us just get you a hotel and you can come get some food at our Korean barbecue. I'm like, at first I was like, nah. But then I ain't had no service to get downstairs. Get down the hill.
Right.
So I'm telling them, take me down to the bottom of the mountain. When I'm not telling them this, but in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna let them take me to the Korean barbecue. Then when we get down there, I'm gonna just call me an Uber and go. So I tell them, like, take me down to a Korean barbecue. They're like, okay, Shmoo, good. Okay, boom. The people who booked me left. After they leave, I'm in the car with the other dude that they called up to have a photo shoot with me or take pictures, because he come up and he like to take pictures with celebrities to make him look like he was rich or famous. I get in the car with him in the 3-seater McLaren. This man, as we going down, See, on the way up, we go all the way up, like in the swivel, like all the way around the mountain.
Yeah.
On the way down, we take a right. So he not going the same way that we came up. So I'm like, what the hell? So then that's what I try. I'm like, okay. I'm like, take me to go get some McDonald's, gang. I'm like, Ishmael, I don't want to go get some McDonald's. He said, we not going to take you to get no McDonald's. We spent all this money to get you up here. This face change, gang. In front of me. You see Venom? Like,
Yeah. Like
Spider-Man?
Yeah, from Spider-Man.
Kind of like that. It wasn't like OD, like long, like the veins, OD long out his face. It was probably about this wide. Like, face change. I'm like, what the? Like, it's probably about like right here. Like, all I can say, bro, it was like, kind of like the Sandman. Like how you'll see somebody morph into something.
Yeah.
It's like that. It threw me all the way off. So I'm confused now. I'm like, okay. I didn't know how to get out the car. I would have been got out the car. We in the 3-seater McLaren, so it's like a button you got to push to get up out of there.
Gotcha.
So he backing in. Now he backing into somebody driveway. He smack a mailbox. So now he hit the button and he get up out of there. He hit the button and get up out of there. I see the button. I'm getting up out of there too. I hit the button. Guess what? It's a mailman come out of nowhere. I run up to him. I'm like, hey, bro, let me get in the back of your truck. He looking at me like, what the hell? No. I look at him. I'm like, bro, just let me get in the back of your truck, bro. Like, please, just take me down. Take me down to the bottom. Please, just take me down to the bottom. It was God. He took me down to the bottom. Like,
All right, so that's the point. So let's go to Exodus chapter 19 and verse 1. In the 3rd month, when the sons of Israel were gone forth out of the land of Egypt, the same day came they into the wilderness of Sinai, for they were departed from Rephidim, and were come to the deserts of Sinai, and had pitched in the wilderness, and there Israel camped before the mount. Okay, and of course, mount meaning what? Mountain. And Moses went up unto the Most High, and Yahweh called unto him out of the mountain, saying, thus shall you say to the house of Jacob, and tell the sons of Israel. Now let's read this in the NLT. Then Moses climbed the mountain to appear before the Most High. Yahweh called to him from the mountain and said, give these instructions to the family of Jacob, announce it to the descendants, or Salakia, to the sons of Israel. Now, this is an act of commune or communion, and the location is Mount Sinai, right? So when we jump down, all right, so of course, you know what? So I should just read the whole thing. All right, so let's go back. Verse 4. You have seen what I did to the Egyptians. You know how I carried you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. Okay, that fathership, that chariot, and Yahweh Shai was in that fathership. Okay, leading us out of Egypt, ancient Egypt. Now, if you will obey me and keep my covenant, you will be my own special treasure from among the peoples on earth. For all the earth belongs to me, and you will be my kingdom of priests, my holy nation. This is the message you must give to the sons of Israel. So Moses returned from the mountain and called together the elders of the people and told them everything Yahweh had commanded him. And the Israelites responded together, we will do everything Yahweh has commanded. So Moses brought Moses brought the people's or the Israelites' answers back to Yahweh. Then Yahweh said to Moses, I will come to you in a thick cloud, that chariot, okay, that chariot. Moses, so the people themselves can hear me when I speak with you, then they will always trust you. Moses told Yahweh what the people had said. Then Yahweh told Moses, go down, okay, go down from where? The mountain, and prepare the people for my arrival. Consecrate them today and tomorrow, and have them wash their clothes. Be sure they are ready on the third day, for on that day Yahweh will come down on Mount Sinai as all the people watch. And just to show you the validity of the scriptures, right? This is a picture of Mount Sinai. And as you can see, it looks burnt. Why? From that chariot, okay, that Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah was in, okay? That's the reason why it's burned, or yeah, that's the reason why it's burned, because of that chariot, that fire from that chariot, okay? Look at that. Look at that. Explain this. And again, it came from the fire from that chariot. So let's go back. Verse 11, be sure they are ready on the third day, for on that day Yahweh will come down on Mount Sinai as all the people watch. Mark off a boundary all around the mountain. Warn the people, be careful, do not go up on the mountain or even touch its boundaries. Anyone who touches the mountain will certainly be put to death. No hand may touch the person or animal that crosses the boundary. Instead, stone them or shoot them with arrows. They must be put to death. However, when the ram's horn sounds it's like a long blast, then the people may go up on the mountain. So Moses went down to the people, down from where? Mount Sinai. Okay? He consecrated them for worship, and they washed their clothes. He told them, get ready for the third day, and until then, abstain from having sexual intercourse. On the morning of the third day, thunder roared and lightning flashed, and a dense cloud came down on the mountain. This dense cloud is that chariot. Okay? There was a long, loud blast from a ram's horn, and all the people trembled. Moses led them out from the camp to meet with the Most High, and they stood at the foot of the mountain. All of Mount Sinai was covered with smoke because Yahweh had descended on it in the form of fire, right? And again, that's the reason why Mount Sinai is currently burned, is burnt. And Esau knows this, okay? Moses led them out from the camp to meet with the Most High, and they stood at the foot of the mountain. All of Mount Sinai was covered with smoke because Yahweh had descended on it in the form of fire. So he descended from where? The spiritual realm. The smoke billowed into the sky like smoke from a brick kiln, and the whole mountain shook violently, okay, from that chariot. As the blast of the ram's horn grew louder and louder, Moses spoke, and the Most High thundered his reply. Then Yahweh came down on the top of Mount Sinai and called Moses to the top of the mountain. So Moses climbed the mountain for communion. Then Yahweh told Moses, go back down and warn the people. Go back down. So Moses climbed up. Go back down. Now, what did little Tony say? You know, he was at the top of the mountain for that communion. Then Yahweh told Moses, go back down and warn the people not to break through the boundaries to see Yahweh, or they will die. Even the priests who regularly come near to Yahweh must purify themselves so that Yahweh does not break out and destroy them. But Yahweh, Moses protested. The people cannot come up to Mount Sinai. You already warned us. You told me mark off a boundary all around the mountain to set it apart as holy. But Yahweh said, go down and bring Aaron back up with you. In the meantime, do not let the priests or the people break through to approach Yahweh, or he will break out and destroy them. So Moses went down to the people and told them that Yahweh is like her. So Moses went down to the people and told them what Yahweh had said. All right. So when we go into ChatGPT, why are rituals held on mountains? Okay. Mountains are often seen as places closer to the heavens or the divine realm, the spiritual realm, due to their height in many cultures. And so are mountains the middle between earth and heaven? Yes, symbolically, they are seen as the meeting point of three realms. Okay? One realm, earth, the second realm, heaven. All right? Because we know there's no such thing as hell. Okay? So mountains are often seen as places closer to the heavens or the divine realm due to their height. Being higher up is symbolically closer to God's ancestors or celestial forces. All right, according to this research. 2. Purity and isolation. Mountains are often remote and untouched by everyday life, which makes them ideal for spiritual cleansing, reflection, or sacred rituals. Right, the isolation can limit distractions from the material world, create a sense of sacred space, removed from mundane life, allow for deeper meditation or connection. Pilgrimage and transformation. Climbing a mountain can itself be a ritual. The journey up is a form of physical and spiritual effort. The summit can represent enlightenment, achievement, or communion. It mirrors an inner journey where hardship leads to insight or blessing. Okay? Putting in that physical effort. And of course, Gad did this too. They perform rituals and so on and so forth on mounds. And when you go into the Etimud, mounds means what? Mountains. Okay, so Gad got this behavior from what? Us. Okay? Right. Moses, the interaction that Moses had with Yahweh. Okay? But they did theirs in wickedness. And that's pretty much the point. How ironically, or let me just say this, how ironic, okay, that Latoni had communion with, okay, a billionaire Asian, okay, and he basically enlightened him on what he needed to do to make this money. And Moses received instructions from Yahweh on Mount Sinai. And one more. Going into the temptation of what Satan attempted to do to Yahushua 3 times. Matthew 4:8. Again, the devil took Yahushua up into an exceeding high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them. So Satan, okay, going into this third attempt, had communion with Yahushua on a high mountain. And we know, according to ChatGPT, that rituals are often held on mountains for a combination of spiritual, symbolic, and practical reasons. And also, in the case of Yahushua, in the case of Moses, okay, it was for communion, all right? the act of talking intimately with. Okay, and in the same case for Lil Tony. So Lord will, this was edifying. I got a video to bring it home. All right, this is gonna be from the movie 300. Fair use. All right, now Leonidas, okay, had to go to the oracle. And guess what? In order to receive this communion, he had to do what? He had to climb that mountain.
Welcome, Leonidas. We have been expecting you.
And there was one scene, of course, on this movie where, he was hanging on, he almost slipped, so he had to put in a lot of effort in order to reach the oracle. So Lord will, this was edifying. Shalom.